administrators, and sports persons. With sports, or with any other thing, I always want to put it in context. And I was thinking in Rinyankore of the applicable words for sports. Number one is okshemeza, to entertain. I've told you this before. To entertain people. Number two, singana, to compete and build a spirit of competition and excelling. Because within the competition there is the need for excelling. Number three, oktukamani, to build stamina. Number four, omjinya, determination. Determination, to be determined, because with all these things you do, sometimes you face what Jesus faced. You remember Jesus, when they were going to hang him, he said, the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. You remember? Because I know as a fighter, you always get that struggle between the willingness of the spirit and the body telling you that, nimechoka. And then you must compare the body to listen to the spirit. So this is the mushinya we are talking about, the determination. Okuranganwa. Kuranganwa is to be well known in the world. Kuranganwa. For you as a person, but also for the country. Somebody was giving us statistics that those who watched the games in one place were 50 million. Then in another place there were 240 million. So that is Okuranganwa now. That is broadcasting the reputation of Uganda. Then Kukombera, to combine efforts, because in many cases you need to work as a team. So you can see that sports, as I keep telling you, is a good training area for all these qualities in young, especially for young people, because you still have your life ahead, but you get exposed through this activity of sports to be able to build your character. So I thank you, the sports people, for taking advantage of the opportunities which have come in Uganda in the last 36 years because of peace, to take advantage of that and come out and use your talent. I congratulate you. I congratulate those who won medals. Congratulations. But I also congratulate those who participated, even if they didn't win medals. Now, as a strategy for managing all these issues, from early on, my guidance was, number one, whoever wins a medal at the continental level, African level, and in the Commonwealth, and in the Olympics, we shall do a number of things. Number one, placement, put him somewhere in the government, in the state structure. That was the strategy I used, knowing that we didn't have enough resources. But I said, he must be placed somewhere. And the places where I guided, where he could be placed, were the army, the police, the prisons. I can even add wildlife. If you are running around Queen Elizabeth with the antelopes, it's not a bad idea. It is in your line of duty. So that when they are placed there, a number of things happen. First of all, they earn a living. They earn a living for their family. Then they keep training, because it gives them time to keep training. And then they also do a service to the country when they are not training. Like Kiprotich, when he's not training, he's able to lock up some few people who are disturbing the town. So you can see it's a good strategy. Then secondly, etashro. Etashro is, in our local language, apoyo, asante kwa Kiswahili. And I fixed it. I don't know why it was not followed. I think I said the one of gold, something, was it a beach? A beach. The one who has one gold. At those levels, don't go and win in Iganga and you say, I want. So I won in Iganga, Museveni must pay me. No, I will not manage. The levels, it is the continental, the Commonwealth, and the Olympics. And I think it is also at the formal sessions, not these other ad hoc. These ad hoc those ad hoc ones. I think we need to clarify that. The minister should write a paper for cabinet to clarify that. To clarify that, because if it is an ad hoc gathering, how do we handle that? Yes, you have one, but what do we do? But for me, what I had in mind were the other formal ones. Olympics, formal. Commonwealth, formal. African level, I don't know which games are African level, which are formal. All Africa games. Good. So that's what I was talking about. For the placement and the apoyo, the casino, which was for gold, 5 million, a beach, silver, a deck, bronze, a chair. Mom is worried because she doesn't know Achori. Gold, 5 million, silver, 3 million, bronze, 1 million. Per month, not just off and on. So I'm really, if there is anybody, since I put out that policy, if they didn't give you your money and you are in those categories, you are now a rich woman or rich man, because you will get all your arrears. So this was in order to handle, to see how to motivate, but also support our sports people. But I still insist that with sports, what we are doing now is just endozo. Endozo for our Ugandans who drink alcohol, like the ones of Ntungamo. When you find women with their traditional beer, you first say, let me first taste, see whether the beer is good. Then he gives you, this is endozo now. So somebody can close here, see, this is not good. Close there, another. After she has gone around, she says, all of it is not good. So what we are doing now for the sports really is just endozo, just jaribu, trying to taste. The real policy has not come, and it was not deliberate, but inevitable, because you see the sports excellence is really a culmination of broad-based development and transformation. Like, if there is no peace in the country, how will sports thrive? You can see like Akibwa won. I remember when he won, I think it was like in August, or was it September 1972? And on the 17th of September, I was attacking Mbarara. So the same, just like 1 month after. So everybody had to forget about sports and go to insecurity. So even these Kapchora, Sabine people, the young people are doing well. It is because there is some peace in that area now. They are beginning to come up. Because even in 1969, or was it 68, there was somebody called Koskei. Koskei, he won something there. There was somebody called Koskei in the Olympics. I think it was the Olympics of 1968. He won silver. Koskei was from that area. But afterwards, then insecurity, then everybody forgot about sports. So number one is this security, which is broad-based. And then, and as Mama is saying now, you are beginning to have 900 children who go to East Africa someplace, and they excel. We have not really put much in those children, but somehow, because of the peace, they are coming up by themselves. Now, we have recently launched the PDM, Parish Development Model, where we are saying that every household must involve itself in money making and in food security. And when they are doing that, they must use a chivaro, chura, aymar. What did we say in Sabine? The hesabu tunasemaji kwa Sabine. Somebody tell me.
Kiti.
Kiti, yes, you had told me. It's me who is forgetting. They had told me when I was there. So we want all the homes to really get out of moneylessness. We don't want people to go on without having money and chakula ya kutosha. Now, you will see how that will impact sport. Because now you people, you are coming up as sports people. That's what Emusoga would say, Jakura Jene, the trees grew by themselves. The trees grew by themselves. They come up. You didn't plant the trees, but they came by themselves. But there are so many of your people. One of the problems we are having in the country is stunted growth. If you check, you as sports people, find out the percentage of children who don't grow to full potential, what they call stunted growth. The Runyankore, which always has a lot of words, is called Okuningama. Why? Because of nutrition. Poor nutrition in a pregnancy for the mother, and when you are growing up, causes that. But that is from partly poverty, but also lack of ignorance. So now that we are having all this good talent, you get Cheptegei defeating the whole world. All the human beings gather and Cheptegei defeats them. But how did Cheptegei come up? He came up somehow by the efforts of his parents. Now, how many other children who cannot do that because they did not get enough nutrition? How many? You check the figures of Ministry of Health, they will tell you it's a big percentage. So that's why PDM, Parish Development Model, becomes really part of sports. Because if all these children now eat well, and they develop fully when they are young, if you have got the Cheptegeis now, when you still have all these problems, what will happen if all those problems are solved by all households getting involved in money making and good nutrition? So that's when really we shall start from the broad base. Now you will get excellence, more widespread excellence. So remember, when you go back, also add on to support this homestead transformation of making sure that all Ugandans eat well, they have income, the children are able to be warm at night, covered with good blankets, so that they develop their full physical potential. So at that stage, that's when we shall now have a real countrywide sports plan. Because even now what we are doing is just for a small group of people who come up mainly by themselves, taking advantage of the peace. So in the limited interventions, this is what we are talking about. Mandela, yes, we are going to repair Mandela. 38, we have built it. We have even talked of Akibwa Stadium in Lira. We have not fully solved it, but we have been talking about it. We have talked about the one in Fort Portal, Buhinga Stadium. There are other stadiums which I know, but I don't talk about, like Kacheka in Mbarara. I know it, but because I don't have the money, I don't talk about it. Kavare, Peche in Guru. I know this, but because I don't want to touch too many things, because I have so many other things to start with. So what we are doing therefore now is a bit limited, but as you can see, it is already bringing very good results. So if we broaden the transformation, what will happen? Now Apoyo and placement for the coaches. That's really common sense. Because you cannot reward the product and you forget the planter. That's not good. So you give me these coaches, line by line, the ones you know are crucial, and then we shall see how to sort them out also in a systematic way. The same idea of placement and akasimo and apoyo. Now, the dates of Cheptegei, Ogwang has told you, don't worry about the dates.